I think that's a new generation too that we're coming into, and it's becoming more essential. But everybody is a owner now and a business owner, so it's like if you got a better degree than me, like I don't even want to hire you. Like I just need you to do this.
Right.
And it's a matter of who can do it the better, and if you have that experience in the field, sometimes I mean that's really what moves mountains.
This is the Climaco podcast.
Welcome to another episode of the Climaco podcast. My guest today, he is a designer and a producer, Tony Vision.
Yes,
What's
sir.
up, my brother?
What's up, brother? How are you? Thank
Good,
you for having me.
man.
I'm glad
I
to be
am
here.
really happy to have you here, man.
Sir, I'm glad to be here.
I want to go deep into your story. How did you become Tony Vision? How did that come to be?
To summarize that, I mean, I started off and I became a designer primarily.
Yeah.
Independent designer, kind of fought my way into the industry. And it really comes down to not even...
I know nothing of the fashion world.
Okay.
What does it mean to be an independent designer?
So an independent designer would be somebody who is a designer of the nature of fashion, first of all.
Right.
And then really just working for yourself, creating designs for yourself.
Got it.
So I'm not selling any
Like
of
an
the
independent
designs.
music artist.
Correct, yeah. So everything you're pushing is just for you only.
Got it.
So that's super independent. I'm not working for other brands, not doing anything, just exclusively for my own independent self. So yeah.
When did you realize that fashion was something that you had a knack for?
I mean, I think I realized it maybe about 12 years ago or so. And I mean, I kind of subconsciously growing up in high school, I always had to match everything. It was just a thing. I had the new kicks, my boxers matched my socks, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was just kind of a natural thing. And then I didn't really put two and two together until I was a little bit past school. And I was like, wait, I actually do like fashion. Like, to me, it was just a thing. It was a habit. Like, you got to be fly. That's how it was when I was growing up. But then what really changed it was when I learned that you can actually create something on your own. That was never in my mind, in the back of my head, like, oh, wow, you can design whatever you want. Because, growing up, some people don't have that type of knowledge. And so it's more like, oh, what are you going to buy? That's not what can you make? How does that get made? There's a way that everything that is created was made a certain way,
Yeah.
I didn't think about it like that. So then I was like, oh, damn, I can create whatever I want. So I taught myself to sew kind of and just really went at it for a few years. And then just next thing I'm making jackets and I'm like, this is way better than buying something else. Because then I'm selling them and people have something that's custom made that nobody else has. You can make something that is just for you. Like I got to get Leo jacket, a custom Leo jacket. That's something that is not accessible anywhere else. And that power is what kind of like brought me into like,
this very, very valuable.
Yeah, it's like, this is dope. And that kind of goes with any type of art that you can work on in life. So yeah, that's when I was like, you know what, boom, I guess I'm an independent designer now.
Did you go to school for design?
I did not. My school was jumping out of a job that was very comforting and putting all my money into a 5,000 square foot warehouse with some friends and learning how to sew and market and create art. And we were there for about 3 years. And there's a big group of amazing artists that are throughout South Florida that kind of like was passed through that studio. But we always call it like that was like our school. Like just really getting your boots on the ground. And
I know exactly what you mean, bro.
Yeah, and sometimes, school nowadays.
Learning while doing.
Yeah, being in the field you can't compare that to anything.
No, you can't compare.
Yeah.
It's the best experience.
Absolutely.
I think school can be really good at teaching you the theory.
100%.
Also some hands-on.
Right.
But it doesn't compare.
But there's nothing like throwing you out there.
Nah.
So I think if you have both, perfect. Amazing balance. Don't knock school, like go to school.
Right.
But also having that real life experience. Like especially nowadays in the modern world, people are hiring people who have experience over somebody who might be have a bachelor's
for sure
because they know how to actually do it. Like so, it's like you know what I mean.
100%, bro. I have a lot of employees from my different companies, but like for the podcast production side, I don't really care where you went to school.
Right.
I care is what can you produce?
Correct. Like,
what
do
have
you
you
need
done?
from them? Yeah. What do you need to actually be done?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that's a new generation too that we're coming into, and it's becoming more essential. But everybody is a owner now and a business owner, so it's like if you got a better degree than me, like I don't even want to hire you. Like I just need you to do this.
Right.
And it's a matter of who can do it the better. And if you have that experience in the field, sometimes I mean that's really what moves mountains.
So what do you make? Jackets.
So it's funny. I'm actually switching back a little bit now too. Like I started off just jackets, customs, and then recently in the last
What kind of jackets?
Like custom jackets, like for example,
Like leather,
a
like
denim jacket,
okay,
a leather jacket,
got it.
a camo jacket, and just customize it.
And
like
just to
crazy.
break this down, I'm trying to get a full picture of it.
sure.
You would buy a sheet of denim and cut it out, or no?
In the beginning, no. In the beginning, it was all thrift, which is the best way to do it. Pick up a new jacket, old jacket. You could give me your jacket, and I'll customize it for you. First thing I did was I bought an embroidery machine, so I can just embroider into anything, whatever design, make patches, studs.
Very cool. Yeah,
stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then as I progressed onto runway design, because at first it was just street fashion, like as in the last 6 years or so, I started doing more haute couture stuff, which is more high end. I started getting into, we did Paris, London, New York, all these fashion weeks. So I started making more couture, blending into like dresses and big evening wears, things of that format. And now we're kind of going to transition a little bit back to customs, get back to where it all started is where I'm leaning towards now.
Man, I'm really curious to know how that shift was for you.
Yeah.
From going to jackets to runway.
Yeah.
How was that? Tell me that progression.
It was literally an era in my life that just was all about experience, I guess. To sit back and look at it now for the first time, honestly, it was just kind of like my life just kind of like went through that. So those phases was just me also coming up from streets or whatever and making it a little bit more blending into high end, figuring out what luxury meant. Being able to get into the doors of more luxurious places, of more white collar things, being able to blend in. So now I know a little bit of both worlds, you know. So it was a journey and a half. I mean,
Could imagine.
My career has taken me all over the world. I don't know if I could have ever done that without being interested in this type of art format.
Right.
So I mean, you know, so being able to work while traveling and enjoying life in general and experiencing and learning life. That is the experience it's been for me, basically.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Is it transferable in the sense of like, if you can sew a jacket, can you sew a dress? Is it transferable like that?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. So when I had my daughter, that was the first thing that taught me patience. Then learning how to sew and transition, that was the second thing. So sewing a jacket, I mean, we could sit down. If I could teach you the basics of how to sew everything, I could get you to make a custom jacket probably within a day, you know. But a dress with cuts and this and that, I'm looking at paperwork, I'm looking at patterns, and it's just a whole different level. And then once you figure out how to do it, then you got to sew it differently. Then you need a different needle, you need a different push, you need a different, like, there's so much details to it.
It's a whole art in itself.
It's a whole art. So, you know, I think to an extent, learning that art for the first time kept me fueled for many years to like keep pushing myself. Like, I want to get better. I want to get better at it.
Of course.
And then obviously the bigger you get, then it's like, you know what? I don't even have to do this. I could just send this to someone to make it for me. But it's that fact that you know how to make something when you're actually putting it out.
Right.
It's a satisfying feeling.
100%, man, because you made that from scratch.
Correct. Yeah. It's like this one now. It's like this is a one of one.
Literally,
handmade.
you probably bled a couple times being poked by some needles.
I got some blood in some of the fabrics for sure. Those ones cost extra. You get some Tony Vision DNA in there.
That's great.
Yeah.
And also, if you are ever to send it out and when it comes back, you know what to look for.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. And that's the thing. When you do it, essentially, you're making the first one as like a pattern.
Right.
So it's like, but you can't ever do that online. This is like, this was cut, moved this way. It's so intricate that it just changes the whole scenario of the whole piece. It's on itself. Yeah.
Okay, I want to hear Fashion Week stories.
Oh, Fashion Week stories. We got all type of stories. What kind of stories?
Whatever you want to share. Tell me one of your craziest experiences that you're like, damn, that was an experience. That was crazy.
One of my best Fashion Weeks was probably the most recent Paris Fashion Week, I think. I've done Paris about 2 times, and it was crazy. The first time I went to Paris, we were all there, my whole team. We're super hype, and it's
How many
like,
of you?
Probably like 10 or so.
Okay.
We usually, anytime we go overseas, we get a big place, bunch of people. We just mob
That's awesome.
like Americans
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So we just take over. So
coming to take over.
literally with the combat boots, the USA flags, and it works. They see us, see that we're shaking stuff. Everybody's fly. But yeah, the first time we get there and we're like, yo, nobody even speaks English. We completely forgot that this is like a whole different language. So I came back 2 years later, yeah, exactly. Came back 2 years later, had a translator, had more money, had better connections, and then we did a show right under the Louvre, which is like like a monumental place.
That's incredible.
It was sick, you know.
That's dope.
So that was one of my favorite ones. We had a really solid team. One of the biggest shows that we've done to date, I would say, as far as like being an American designer.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the same as being an American designer and doing Miami Fashion Week. It's like I live here, but
You're
going
in Paris.
Yeah, and then it became global with people who are all over the world understanding what Tony Vision's brand is. So
that's crazy, man.
That was really fun stuff, you know, having a good time, experiencing, networking, living the moments that, you know, God put us here to just shake stuff up.
Are you able to stop and smell the roses? Are you able to take in this experience and be appreciative?
I've been trying to lately.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I'm here today because this is me doing it with you properly.
Reflecting,
you know,
yes.
as opposed to me sitting for like 5 minutes, like, yeah, this is cool. And like, oh shit, I got stuff to do. Like, let me get to it.
Right.
So yeah, every once in a while I try to, especially the more mature you get in the industry. I think I have to. Like how I talk about these experiences of learning a new craft to the art.
Yeah.
It's like that's what usually gets me going. Sometimes it gets you going, then a year passes by, 2 years, and you forgot to sit down and realize where you've come from.
Right.
You know, so I'm definitely working on that. I think as an artist, any artist would comprehend that that's probably one of our toughest things to do. Because you know, a real artist has that mentality where they just go.
Right.
And it's on to the next one, and you know,
their vision, your vision is so unique. Yes.
Yeah, it's an infinite. It's like an immortal ladder, you know, and you just keep going and going, but you also have to understand that's okay sometimes.
Yeah.
Some people have that as a gift, and it's a beautiful thing that can bring so many people below you slightly up to where they need to be as well because you're willing to keep going. So I'm just trying to find out that balance, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your ideal model to work with?
Ideal model, as in
I'm not sure. I guess I'm like
a model I want to work with.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go there.
I don't.
I guess a better question is,
Yeah.
what do you look for in a model? I guess it's probably a better question.
I look for different things every collection.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So, for example, I'm working on a new collection for Miami Swim Week, and it's going to be called Tropical Noir. First catch at that, but yeah, it's gonna be called Tropical Noir, which is gonna be
awesome.
blend of like dark but like tropical stuff, like kind of like Miami Beach after midnight type of vibe. So like, you know what I mean? Something a little bit different. So it's not just super tropical pop, but it might be like custom Hawaiian shirts, custom Hawaiian jackets,
Nighttime pool party.
Nighttime pool party, but like breathable and not like I'm working on integrating different fabrics to make them like breathable jackets that, you know, you could still wear at a Miami Beach pool party at night or something.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so for example, that wouldn't be, I'm not going to be looking for models that are your very standard, like plush, happy, this and that. I want people a little bit more edgy because that might fit this collection a little bit better.
That makes sense.
Like more like jewelry, maybe a few tattoos here and there, like cooler stuff.
Right.
As opposed to like if I go to London, I've done collections where they're super high end and I need just those big, tall, preppy girls and that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it fits the part.
It's like it's a collection, it's a project. So I have fun with the models in that sense of figuring out who goes where.
That's so cool, man. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Fort Lauderdale, 954, baby, all day.
That's awesome.
And this beautiful here, it's what beautiful studio is as well, right? So
yes, I love Fort Lauderdale, man.
I love it.
I love Fort. So much better than Miami any day.
Yeah, it's tough. Miami is cool if you got stuff to do.
Miami's incredible, exactly.
Yeah, you have to
I
have
don't want to
stuff to
live
do.
there.
Yeah, I lived in, we were in Wynwood we had a studio, it was called Vision House Studios for 3 years, and we were in the heart of Wynwood. And
How was
it
that?
was really cool in the beginning, but stuff gets crazy quick for no reason. You get home and you're trying to go to sleep, and there's a double-decker bus playing Britney Spears outside with 17-year-olds.
Oops, I did.
Literally, it's literally that, man. It's crazy, and it's only been getting worse. I mean, better for that community, I guess.
Right.
But worse for what Wynwood was originally for, his creatives, and it's like literally at the point of the last Mohicans out there.
Yes.
I don't think businesses last there more than like maybe 2 or 3.
It's too expensive, right?
years. Yeah, it just keeps going up and up, and it's not going to stop. I believe it's turning towards more like a Silicon Valley now, more than anything.
Really?
It's like the new Silicon. I used to hear this from people during COVID, like right when COVID started. All the doctors I would talk to, this and that, producers, they're like, oh, this is going to be the next Silicon Valley. And here we are 5 years later. It's literally just transitioning.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So where's the new Wynwood?
I believe it is moving out towards like Magic City area.
Okay.
Lemon City, where it's like that Little River. Those are like the more, but I mean, I don't think you'll ever have what Wynwood was originally. That sauce was just so organic and raw.
Yeah.
It was like the first of a beautiful, I guess, gentrification.
Do you think that could be redone in Fort Lauderdale?
I think that a lot of Fort Lauderdale districts are trying to do that right now.
Yeah.
I've worked with Fort Lauderdale companies and all type of districts for a while. I think the only thing that's lacking is being able to actually let go of certain things. I think Fort Lauderdale really wants that Miami district, but that Wynwood art was just real artists. Like, that's it. Fort Lauderdale has a little bit more money, so they don't need to absolutely just say, let it happen. But, I mean...
That's a good point.
Yeah, so it's tough. A lot of business owners, they want all the cool stuff that brings them traction, but do they really want to, like, deal with that if they're not absolutely in need of it? So it's a hard middle ground that I think Fort Lauderdale's still figuring out. I think Fort Lauderdale's safer, and you can still get just what you need out of it. So that's why I like being in Broward now, because I'm in between either or.
Yes.
If I need to be in Miami,
It's not that far.
I'm there.
Yeah, 40 minutes.
Make it worth the drive, basically.
I agree.
That's it.
I agree.
Yeah, just that traffic at any day, you never know.
What's your background?
I am Colombian.
You're Colombian.
Colombian, American, Mexican. Yep.
Nice.
So, just like most South Floridians are from all over the place.
Yes, yes. Here we
Yeah.
got Venezuela, Uruguay, and Brazil.
Look at that.
We got all South America over here.
We got the melting pot in here. It's a big melting pot. Yes, sir.
I love it. Tony, you've been doing this for how long? Probably like 15 years now?
About 12 or 13 years, yeah.
I want to know times that were really hard for you. What were some struggles that you've went through in your 12 years to make it to where you are today?
Learning how to balance life out, I think, was probably the biggest struggle, especially in the beginning. I mean,
What do you mean by that? You mean work, marriage, kids? Is that what you mean?
I mean, your finance, a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything. I mean, especially when you're a new artist trying to find out how to make your art profitable.
Yeah.
I think that's where a lot of people get stuck. A lot of people can't go the whole ride. A lot of people don't want to. It's too tough. So,
Right.
I mean, obviously, for example, having a studio with no job coming in, so I had to work different jobs at some points. For like 2 years, I probably slept maybe three hours a night, and I was completely okay with that
Right.
because I was just grinding so hard in that aspect. But having that drive to continue is tough to find. So that's why I was an independent designer in the beginning, but then I started opening up other brands. I started working for other brands, doing design jobs for other people, like figuring out how to at least use your art to fund yourself,
Right.
to make sure that you're secured and actually able to eat
Right.
and pay whatever bills you
that's
have.
important.
That's
Yeah.
super important because
Yeah.
a lot of artists, they say some of the best artists die broke, right?
Yes.
And it's such a fact. And, that's because they didn't have a good team or they didn't have some type of mentality that could be mentored or help
Yeah.
to fix that. So
I've heard that there are so many Picassos out there that were never found.
and I believe that. I meet people all the time, and I'm like, this guy is so artistic, this and that. But unfortunately, that's not enough anymore. It's just not. If anybody sits down and with enough inspiration for a day, you're gonna come up with amazing ideas. But then to put those ideas out, you need a whole game plan. You know what I
Yes.
mean? You need a team. So that goes into kind of where I was able to find a little bit more balance recently, where I opened Fusion Fashion Events, which is my production company. So, I mean, having a team that can actually facilitate this, So now I transitioned from also being a designer. Now we do production, full service production as well.
As a podcaster, I needed a place to share my voice and hear other stories. That's how Forge Studios was born. A place created not just for me, but for everyone searching for something more. An environment where as soon as you walk in, you feel the energy and you feel welcomed. Where being seen and heard is part of the experience. A place for entrepreneurs to share their journey, for creators to bring ideas to life, for businesses to grow authentically. A space that values mental health, encourages real conversations, and supports those who turns ideas into impact. Here at the Forge Studios, creativity, culture, and purpose aligns and comes together to help you create something greater. A place where we leave the filters behind and we start expressing ourselves for real. The Forge Studio. Your journey starts here. Your impact starts now.
Let me guess. You built the team for yourself and you saw that it was so good and you're like, let me go service other people. No? Or you built it to be service?
Yes and no. I've always been building different teams. And then eventually this team just became a thing for something new on its own.
Okay.
So like I had these people in my side already for different projects, and then it was like, yo, like we're already doing these shows, like let's put it together, and then these are the people that we are gonna do it with. So it took many teams to build this team for that project, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I mean, but now like I said, we're able to, with Fusion Fashion Events, we're able to actually give real personal productions to for a platform for other artists and designers and anybody trying to get their work out. You know, we're able to give you that platform to actually excel on a personal level, which is kind of why I feel like we're winning in that aspect.
Is this online based also?
Not primarily. I mean, everything's available online, but I mean, we produce right now. We're getting ready for the biggest shows for Miami Swim Week. We've been doing the biggest Art Basel shows. Like we're up there with everybody now because we have that community already. So I already built that community. Now the community sees that's the proof. Like now we're able to give you exactly how we did this to anybody who really wants it.
What are you charging to be part of this group?
I mean runway slots go from anywhere from 2,000 to 10,000.
What's a runway slot? What is that?
A runway slot is if a designer, if you're a fashion designer, you want to come into the show, you just pay this fee, and then we take care of you. We give you models. We give you a runway slot. We give you a vendor booth. We give you all the production.
Okay.
We'll get you viral on YouTube.
For $2,000?
Well, 2 to 10. It varies on the show, the place, the venue, everything.
Got it.
2 is pretty low, but yeah.
Yeah.
But it goes high.
But that's not bad.
Yeah, but that's basically what we do already. So now we just figured out how to put it into production terms.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Tell me the benefits for a fashion company to do the runway, right? So you're basically showing off your line for the next season.
Correct.
Does everything that is shown goes into production or no?
That's up to the brand. It doesn't have to. When you say production, you mean as like what's available for sale?
Correct.
That's up to the brand. Like me as an independent designer, a lot of times I would create designs, and this is to show you what the collection is about, and then you can go buy other stuff. But if you're paying good money, I mean, ideally you should have it in production ready to sell. Yeah. For sure. So like we have a brand like we worked with, for example, like Psycho Bunny, and they have a whole store.
I used to love Psycho Bunny.
Yeah, they popped really quick. Yeah. Out of nowhere, I feel like they were there everywhere. But yeah, so they pay, and they get content of their new collection. We'll have all these influential models that are going to make sure that everybody goes viral. We live stream the shows. We have amazing venues from Hard Rock to South Beach. So we give them a whole community basically. As soon as you join us, we give you a community. We put you on a big platform. Our showcases have 400 or 500 guests. It kind of gets you in there, and then ideally you're promoting the hell out of your collection that's coming out. So, and that's without you having to do nothing but just bring the collection. We take care of everything.
That's great.
So it's full service.
You got to charge more.
We do. 2,000, yeah, we could scratch that off, right? Yeah, so we can always work. We're looking for referrals, all that stuff, but we're working with a lot of different brands. Right now, we're starting the first ever model pickleball tournament. So we're super excited for that.
Interesting.
We got some big names in the talks right now because it's the first of its kind. We're gonna be doing it in at the Wynwood.
So hold on,
Marketplace.
is it models modeling pickup ball clothing? Or
No, it's a tournament. They're gonna play.
They're playing.
Yeah, we're gonna get some sweat in there for sure.
In bikinis?
Nah. Unfortunately, nah. No, this is gonna be legit. I mean, they can wear whatever they want. I don't think we're gonna do bikinis. We're working on sponsored gear from some big names that we can't say yet, but we have some big companies that are gonna be jumping on board, and this is gonna be like an annual thing, and we're doing it right.
Very cool.
Right to kick off Miami Swim Week. So we have big agencies with models that are gonna be getting part of it, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be friendly and non-competitive, or like friendly competitive.
Right.
And we'll have a trophy, all that stuff. Right there, Sip and Pickle in Wynwood as well. May 25th. It's gonna be amazing.
That's good to know.
You play?
I have played.
Yes. It's not the hardest thing to learn.
It's not, though.
It's not. Yeah.
I don't play, but I have played.
All right. I was gonna say we'll get you on a team. So you can rock against some models.
That'd be cool. I'm down. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
but that's May 25th. It's gonna be a super big show, event, all that stuff.
That's dope.
And we'll probably have like a halftime show for the fashion brands as well too.
Do you have someone interviewing, podcasting?
We don't.
Let me know if you want someone.
We have lots of cabana space.
Yeah, man.
So let's definitely get you on board on one of our
Yeah,
events.
that'd be really cool.
So I would love to have you guys.
Yeah, man. Get some production, get some content, get some interviews going. That'd be really cool.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, we're locked in. We're locked in.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
I had this impression that most fashion designers were women or gay.
Absolutely. Imagine how hard that is for me because I'm not either. So, I mean, but it's not true anymore. Nowadays, there's a
I was going to say, though, I
whole-
don't think that's true anymore. I think there's a lot of men.
Well, when it started, it was more feminine, but then that's where street fashion came in and kind of
Right.
really changed the game.
Right.
Street fashion came in and changed the game, and everybody's fashionable at the end of the day. You wake up, doesn't matter what you're doing, you figure out what you want to wear.
I think a couple of big brands, Echo, I think really
I
changed.
haven't heard about Echo in years.
Years, yeah.
Yeah, but back in the day,
Back in the
Echo,
day,
like
and Nietzsche,
Fubu.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But that's like,
Gerbeau or Gerbeau.
yeah, but in that era, I feel like they weren't even like talking about it as like a fashion brand. It was just they just called it streetwear or something
Right.
like that. But at the end of the day, it's the same thing. It's all the same thing. Yeah.
Have you ever thought about doing your own store?
I have. Right now, we just kind of run things appointment only.
Yeah.
We run a studio at Onsite Studios in Plantation. So we have a little boutique area up there. But right now, we're going to be bulking up inventory for the new collection. So we'll be showcasing in probably different boutiques throughout Las Olas and Wynwood.
Okay.
But the whole
Is that how
store-
you sell? Is that how you advertise? You partner up with these boutiques? You do online sales? How does that work?
Sometimes, yeah, we do a commission consignments with different boutiques throughout Florida and New York as well. But a lot of our stuff goes off the runway also. So like being on the runways definitely helps with sales. So we put a whole collection on. My goal is to get it off before the end of the night. So if you present it properly, then we sell it to a buyer, somebody that's
I
there.
see. So
online.
you sell the entire collection to a buyer.
Ideally, that's the goal, yeah.
Right.
But we do have a lot of independent buyers that want to buy it right off of the runway, or they see it online once it's coming off a runway or on a storefront or whatever. But that's how we push it out.
Very interesting how this whole thing works.
Yeah, you ready to start a clothing brand now?
I think it's so interesting.
Yeah.
So they come to your fashion show, they see your brand, they like it, they want to incorporate that into their line, so they buy the whole thing, basically.
Or their brand, or their boutique, yeah.
Right,
Ideally,
their boutique.
That's the idea behind the buyers. So like all the big shows, when you go to the big events, ideally the front row, besides celebrities, should be buyers that are there looking to pull that collection and make sure that it sells wherever they're at. So they'll have first dibs, be like, oh, we got the hottest stuff here, put it in my store, come buy it here, and then everybody makes money.
Got it.
Yes, sir.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I think fashion is one of the most underrated, but most, what's the right word? Pleasing forms of art because it's so expressed that everyone can do it, right? For example, not everyone can be a painter. Not everyone can sing. Not everyone can act, but everyone gets dressed.
Correct. Yeah.
Right? Everyone wears
yeah.
clothes.
Yeah.
Everyone has the ability to express
underplayed.
themselves.
Yeah,
Yes, exactly.
absolutely.
You know? I think it's so interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely underplayed, but I mean, with more and more artists that are coming up with that, it's definitely more and more obvious now too. But it's beautiful. It is what
It's
it is.
beautiful.
It's like walking art. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's kind of why I liked it. Like I like the fact that I can make a cool jacket and then somebody puts it on and then wears it the whole day, and that's their entire vibe for the day. That jacket should just speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Like anytime I used to go anywhere, ideally the jacket is the one that brings people in. It's like, oh, nice jacket, boom. Now we just open the door to a conversation, as opposed to just walking in and be like, hey, excuse me, sir, my name is like. No, first thing is, oh, that jacket's dope.
Right.
And then boom. And sometimes I
Breaks the ice.
It breaks the ice. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, we just broke the ice through fashion. It's like a girl says, oh, nice dress, this and that. It's boom.
Right,
Easiest way
right.
to break the ice. And
Love those shoes.
yeah, and what you're wearing at the end of the day represents yourself.
Yes.
So if you want to wear nothing but all black one day or white, that's kind of like how you feel that day. So you're like representing yourself. You're putting yourself out like that. That's how you present yourself.
Yeah.
So if you walk into a Chick-fil-A with a suit on, it's gonna be a little off. You know what I mean? Unless you're coming for the boss job. So then you're just presenting yourself as that.
Right.
So, yeah.
And I think now also the social media world that we live in, right? We're always taking
Yeah.
pictures and doing videos. The image of you wearing that jacket will last longer.
Oh yeah, that's one
Right?
thing. Yeah, one thing I always say is like, if I let one of my friends borrow one of my jackets or something like that, and it's like if you got a picture in it, you're good. Give it back because you don't need to wear it anymore.
Correct.
Because if you wear a crazy super dope jacket and you got a picture in it, and it's posted. It's like you can't.
How many times can you rock
done.
that jacket?
Yeah, it's like now you got to put on the wall like art.
But why is it like that?
I mean, it has to be. It has to
be
be a super exclusive piece.
Yeah.
That's how I feel as a designer. Maybe because I just have such a big inventory.
No, I agree with you. I know what you mean.
Maybe because I have it just galore, ready to go. So, but I mean, that's just how it is. People want to feel exclusive. People want to feel luxurious. So the exclusivity is something that you only see this once. You only like, you know. And
Bro, I would love to like bring a camera into your closet.
come to my studio, man.
Like you
Let's go.
must have some
I
sick
keep my closet at
pieces.
my studio basically. I just keep all my jackets. I have the stuff that is like worn, and then I have the new stuff and everything that's for sale, all that stuff.
That must be
Every
so
once in a while, I'll just wear this real quick, add it to the dry cleaner, we'll be good. But yeah, I mean, I haven't been making jackets for a few months, so I'm excited to get back into that for Miami Swim Week specifically.
What's the what's making the change of focus back to jackets and
I think like I said, I haven't sewed in a few months. I feel like I've been a little bit of creative block for the last 6 months or so. I just feel maybe a little too satisfied with how easy it's gotten to make this. Or
You're comfortable, huh?
Yeah, that comfortability kind of
Yeah,
like
I know what you mean.
It kind of humbled me. So it's
Yeah.
like, and also I'm doing all this production stuff. So I'm like, if I have a big shoot set up, I'm like, I don't even want to do this shoot. Like I'm just gonna do the same thing I did before. It's like even though you got to make money, but it's like I also want to make my mind want more. So when you're in autopilot, I don't want it to become another 9 to 5.
Right.
It's like if you're just doing your art only for someone else 24/7, you work a job, kind of. It's if you're able to at least create stuff that comes out of your own mind every once in a while, I think that's what keeps people going. So I'm like, let me transition back to how I originally started, what had me really going in the beginning. So, and then I started coming up with these ideas and writing in concepts to ChatGPTs, like help me out a little bit over here, this and
Love that.
And then like just collectively bringing all these little things together that say, all right, let me just go back to where I started. Let me get my hands on the fabric again. Let me make some cool jackets, some dope street stuff. And in my head, I'm like, I feel it. This makes me feel like I actually want to do it again.
Sparks you up.
It sparked me up, and it's hard to find that spark sometimes.
Yeah.
It's hard to humble yourself when you've been in the game for 10 years or more, and you've kind of seen everything. I've seen behind the curtains. I've seen this and that. I know which route I kind of want to go, which routes I want to stay away from. I don't want to take those easy paths. It won't make me happy at the end of the day. So figuring that out and just, you know, being able to balance it out again, like I say, balance is everything. But just doing that and doing where it started always helps.
Have you thought about doing something like Visions University, where you're teaching and having students and clients? And
That's crazy you said. Yeah, like I have business plans. Just I've been trying to, like, honestly, from when we started in the beginning, it's always been about empowerment from the jump. Like my thing has always been empowerment through clothing. So it's why it's called street luxury is what we call it, and it's just empowering people through jackets and clothes and whatever. But also to go back to understanding that a lot of the youth, they don't have access to inspiration, to be honest. You know? So
and good mentors.
And good mentors.
Who are
a
like
good
them,
mentor,
who are doing it, who have done it,
Correct.
who have the experience.
Correct. And can relate sometimes too. And that's so hard. So we have been working on something for a while.
Bro, I've never met a Latino designer before.
Yeah?
A male, never.
Yeah.
You're the
Yeah.
first one.
Whoa.
I think that's incredible.
Pleasure to meet you, brother.
There should be more like you, you know?
Yeah, and
I
there
think
are.
there's a
it's
niche
just-
for you,
Yes, there is.
you know?
And there are, but it's just so hard for them to get started. And that's the problem. And I
Yeah.
see that, and I know what it's like.
How
and
could you help them? How could you help that
I mean,
curve?
that's the goal. So we're working on certain projects with that. I mean, with our facility that we have at Onsite Studios, we want to open up some after-school programs soon that are going to be coming out. But like, I mean, I've taken in interns that are new designers that are similar to me, and
Right.
just really just showing them what it takes to first of all skip all these obstacles. First of all, giving someone a way to actually get their hands on a camera, on their hands on a sewing machine, and putting them in a platform that it actually makes sense,
Right.
without having to do whatever weird stuff, paying this and that. It's like it's unnecessary. Just doing stuff, just doing it, putting your first foot forward is the way to actually understand which direction it's gonna go.
Right. You could do a lot by creating content.
Absolutely, content is everything right now.
Yeah.
And it's,
Have your own YouTube channel.
Yeah, YouTube channel. Well, I'm still trying to get with that for our other companies, but I mean, content is the new TV nowadays. Like back in the days, like it's probably cheaper to buy a commercial now than pay somebody to advertise for you on Instagram, right?
Bro, I only watch TV to watch basketball or football.
Yeah, but you go on it
That's
for like
it.
a dedicated. But remember back in the day, it's like you're skipping through, you're watching ads. Like that's gone now. Like commercials. But now social media is starting to throw them in there too. Like so now you're watching the same thing just on a smaller screen.
Exactly.
But I mean, being able to put those ads or putting our designs in any of those, that's where we're coming to now. It's all transitioning. It just got to stay with the times. It is.
Yeah, education's definitely where it's at.
Education and access.
Yes.
Is having access to things like that.
I mean, look, you could probably create a membership
yeah.
for these up and coming designers where you're charging them, I don't know, $200 a month,
Yeah.
and it gives them access to a couple of things. Or you could do a couple of tiers. $500 a month gives you access to more.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's another project. Right now we got a lot of projects that we're trying to solidify.
I bet.
Yeah, but definitely.
I think that's
look out
like
for that soon.
It's a great problem to have.
Yeah.
Right? Where you're so knowledgeable, you have so many options where it's like, fuck, what do I do next?
Yeah.
I was like, I want to do so many things, right?
Yeah.
How can I get it all done at once?
Yeah.
Good problem to have.
Dish it out.
It's
it's a good problem to have for sure, but you know,
it's stressful.
it's stressful. I'm like, damn, thinking about it, I got a lot of shit to do. But yeah, I mean, having an army of good people helps for sure.
Yes.
Like, anytime I've ever helped anybody in that sense, they stick around, whether it's close or far. You know, having good people around you for support. You never know what you need and when you'll need it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Can you, if you're able to say, is there anyone famous that you've worked with that you really admire, that you've built a piece for?
Yeah, I mean, I've worked with J Balvin, Azealia Banks, Brent Faiz, a few other cool artists. But I mean, we've done
awesome.
all type of different gigs. And with that, I've always loved a organic relationship. A lot of times with in the industry, people are like, "Oh yeah, just give them this, pay them that, this and that." I've done that, and just different. There's nothing better than being able to talk to the person. You guys get a genuine connection
Instead of being just
just
transactional.
yeah, so I've done a few transactional, but also just having when you guys just kick it off, it's like, oh, this also not only this is benefiting, but you kind of match my brand vibe too.
As a podcaster, I needed a place to share my voice and hear other stories. That's how Forge Studios was born. A place created not just for me, but for everyone searching for something more. An environment where as soon as you walk in, you feel the energy and you feel welcomed. Where being seen and heard is part of the experience. A place for entrepreneurs to share their journey, for creators to bring ideas to life, for businesses to grow authentically. A space that values mental health, encourages real conversations, and supports those who turns ideas into impact. Here at the Forge Studios, creativity, culture, and purpose aligns and comes together to help you create something greater. A place where we leave the filters behind and we start expressing ourselves for real. The Forge Studio. Your journey starts here. Your impact starts now.
Because it was just organic. Then as opposed to someone, yeah, this jacket is from blah, 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 boom.
Got
And
it.
that's just me being too deep probably, because I started
No,
off as
I know what you
independent.
mean.
But if I
'Cause you
was-
like the connection,
I like the
100%.
connection. Yeah, that's the type of person I am. That's how my growth works
Right.
for me. Yeah. But
I think
I'm trying
that's why you do what you do.
Yeah.
Because you want them to connect with the piece and with you. It's the whole
Correct.
point.
Yeah. That's like my chain to connect.
Yeah.
Correct. You're absolutely right. But yeah, we've worked with some big people, different brands.
Which brands?
I mean, we've styled for like Bathe and Ape, working with Adidas, different companies like that. But we're trying to transition that to just fusion fashion events only. So I want to go back to just the brand, separating that, because I kind of like blended my community with that to make everything just coexist. But now being able to separate different brands on its own is what we're gearing towards.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
What do you want to be making exactly? What do you be focusing on? Is it mostly jackets, or do you want to branch out to other things also?
This collection, I'm gonna stick to jackets.
Okay.
I'm gonna make other stuff, but like I want the jackets to just be the headline. Like the jackets to just be shining pieces right there. So I'm gonna go back to that, because in the meanwhile, we're gonna be working a lot on production. So I don't want my production aspects to lose it. But
Yeah.
I'd rather take all of my fashion aspect to designing dope jackets. So be on the lookout for that. It's gonna be fire stuff, women's, men's, all that. Custom jackets,
Dope.
paint, embroidery, embellishing, all that stuff.
How much are one of these jackets?
They're gonna go for around 500 more or less
That's not too bad.
each. Yeah, minimum probably.
Yeah,
depending on how hard I go on them.
Right.
So we'll see. But I'm super excited for that.
What's the most expensive piece that you've sold?
Probably about 1,200. And that's when I was really learning like luxury and working with certain big artists and stuff. But it's just so time consuming, those pieces. Like I said, just thinking about when I was making dresses and measurements and stuff. So, I mean, it absolutely makes sense, especially if it's one-on-one.
Right.
And also growing up in a market that was very low end, like jackets can go from like 25 to like $100. And then being able to validate to the same clientele why it's $1,000 was getting tough. So it's like being able to sell streetwear and then selling luxury
I understand
wear.
what you're saying.
It's like, oh, over here you can buy a T-shirt for $20, then over here you can buy a dress for $1,000. It's like,
Right.
how does that make sense, right? So it goes back to why everything's being balanced out, differentiated, and cut into different pieces. So, but that was my growth. That was me starting here and learning that. So it's like, now how do you take that and put it there, and then this one over there and separate it? So it's a beautiful process. I'm not mad at it. Yeah.
How do you feel about these brands, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Dior, Prada, that are so overpriced?
I'm over them. I've never been too fascinated. I mean, I think that the owners of all of those and founders are long gone.
Yeah.
So what they stood for is completely
Long gone,
irrelevant.
yeah.
So that concept, it's just a money brand now. It's just like it's just a business now. It's not even that they're in the business of selling this style of fashion and making money off of it. That's it.
Would
So,
you say that their product is better? It's definitely overpriced.
It's
but is it a
definitely-
better product?
It's good quality, but there's a lot of amazing quality designers. I know this from firsthand that use the same manufacturers as them, and their designs, their creativity, it's up there. But also you're competing with a marketing industry. I mean, a marketing budget that's way different.
Engine, in the billions. Yeah.
But I know manufacturers who produce stuff for these brands. I mean, all they are is big sweatshops somewhere else. So it's like,
Right.
it's not like they're designers there, stressing about this and creating some crazy stuff. Like,
Right.
they have this thing to a
It's
T.
not like watchmaking.
Correct. Yeah. This is a well-oiled cookie cutter machine.
Yeah.
So they know what they're doing. But I mean, like I said, there's so many designers and so much good quality stuff that's out there, and it's on the way. I think we're getting to an age where people are slowly wanting more of a human touch. I think that's going to continue to grow.
Yeah.
So that's also kind of why I kind of want to go back to handmade stuff as well, because there's a huge market for that.
Huge.
There's just something different from you go to a party and 3 people wearing the same shirt and somebody's wearing a custom jacket with their initials on it. It's just different. And with all this AI stuff coming out now, and it's going to become so fluent for us that people are wanting to pay for connection and human experience more than anything. So I think that's going to leave a good breakaway for a lot of brands that are actually, pushing their actual new inspirations out, but with the same quality as these other people. Because, a lot of their ways of growing is also celebrity influences and putting those Louis Vuitton pieces and all that stuff
For sure.
on that. But that comes with budget.
Right.
So
They're all
it's-
over F1 right now.
For sure, yeah, for sure. And then it's a guaranteed, it's a win for everyone, but that's a lot of money. So, but they have the inventory, they have it ready to go, and we're talking about a global market as opposed to like an independent designer. So the production can help you. You work with the right production company. That's why we built this to actually, now we're scaling. Now we're actually at the door of these people. So now we can really understand what's
Right.
behind that door. So
I don't know if you saw last year, they did a test on Dior bags,
I didn't see that.
and the actual price is about $60.
The cost price.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
about
yeah.
$60.
And $60 is high. $60 is high to make a bag. That's definitely high. But I mean, how much higher can it get?
Right.
Like it's just a bag at the end of the
Yeah.
day. So you're paying for the name more than the brand, more than the quality, everything. You're just to say you could make the same exact purse and just put a different label on it. Obviously,
That's
which
what
one's the-
Amazon did with the Birkin bags. Did you see that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'd rather have a fake pair of glasses if I'm going on a boat or something. Just that says it because I'd rather not lose the other
Right.
ones because they're expensive.
Yeah.
But it's the same look. It's going to look the same. It's going to give you the same feel, whatever. But I mean,
It's the psychological human effect, right?
Yeah.
We think it's better because it's more
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah, just because I bought the same thing as you, but I bought it for $100 more, so I'm better than you.
Right.
That's also the problem with fashion. I think that's where street brands and streetwear came in to kind of help, because when fashion started, like back in when Louis Vuitton just started, they were doing fashion shows in like a small room, like maybe a 800 square foot room where it's just top of the line people, maybe 20 guests sitting down.
Wow.
And it's a model walking from right there to there. Those were like the first fashion shows ever. And that's just like, who wants this? Who wants to look like this beautiful model? Who wants to do his it was probably like, highest bidder. Who's got the most money here? That's how it started.
That's crazy.
And now we got to the point where now we're integrating fashion with music and this and that. It's culture now. It's part of culture.
Yeah.
And it's an empowering culture if done right. So, I mean, I love fashion because it goes hand in hand with everything. It's the way into art. It's the way into music. It's the way
Yes.
into life. So it's like, that's just my way to speak into it.
Bro, I know a lot of men that have given up on fashion.
Yeah. I don't blame them.
The average guy, they don't care. They wear like the most simplest things. They don't
Yeah,
care
but that's
to
their
match.
style. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just a different style.
Do you think that's their style, or do you think that's the fact that they don't want to get involved? There's too much to get involved with, so they just stay away.
A little bit of both. I mean, some people's style is just a little more ruggish, I guess, and maybe that's how they're feeling. But if they're going to a wedding, I bet they're gonna suit up. You know, so there's a time and a place for it. I don't blame
Right.
it. I'm pretty comfy all the time too. A lot of times I don't match as much as I used to when I was young because I'm too busy being comfortable. But there's a time and a place for it always. I think. I don't think anybody's just gonna 24/7. But I don't care. I do not care.
Right.
Even if you don't care that much, you're trying just by not caring. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel like there's a space for men's fashion to grow even more.
For sure, and like at a comfort level, you know what
Yeah.
I mean. You don't have to go. That's why I like a jacket is simple. Like you don't have to. It doesn't matter what's on under that. You just throw the jacket on. It takes over the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
It's very true.
Yes, sir.
What's next for you, Tony? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Bigger than now, hopefully. We will be, with the production companies, Fusion Fashion Events, Tony Visions. Everything we're working on now is going to be major level up just by the end of this year. So right now we got Milan or Tokyo on the map for fall.
Nice.
So we're trying to just keep, like I said, that immortal ladder, keep it going.
You married?
I'm not.
Kids?
I have a daughter, one daughter, one princess.
Do you want more kids?
Not right now. Ask me later. Let's see.
How old are you?
I am 34.
That's a good age.
Yeah.
How old's your daughter?
She's 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good age too.
Yeah, she's drawn more than me. She's a better drawer than me, sketching
That's
stuff.
incredible.
I'm like, you don't got to do that. Do whatever you want, but
Right.
yeah, however they grow.
You think she's doing it because of you? Because of your influence?
Probably. I mean, she's been to some of my shows.
Yeah.
So she sees the lights, camera, action, all that stuff. But I'm always like, do whatever you want to do. And she just happens to be better. I mean, perfect. Maybe she can
Right.
sew so I don't have to sew anymore. I don't know. Maybe it'll work.
Yeah. Do you like sewing, or was it just something you had to do?
Lately I haven't liked sewing, but I mean, it was something that I got addicted to almost.
Did you?
Yeah, it became like it would just take me out of my mindset. Like once you're sewing, you just all of your focus in your mind just has to go to that needle, and that's what I kind of like really got addicted to. It was just sewing, and if you have like a whole project in front of you, like hours can go by, and you're just like nothing. Like don't even look up sometimes. So it's kind of like a painter.
Yeah.
Painter gets into the paint, and they're just doing. You have to pay attention to every detail. So that's something that caught me, and it took over like years, But now that's why I stopped for a little bit, trying to work on other things because I didn't have that feeling anymore. So I'm working on that now. But next time I talk to you, I have some proof of content.
I'm excited.
Yes, sir.
I grew up around sewing. A few of my aunts, I think 4 on one side and 2 on the other side also.
Yeah, I'm sure they sewed properly. I sew like a man, so because my tracks are there. It looks a little rough sometimes, but I clean it up. But the seamstresses, they're nasty. They're like, they know exactly. I hate pattern making, all this stuff, but I just get it done. So that's why I call it street luxury, because it's luxury, but from the streets for everybody.
Right.
But I mean, I learned, and doing the couture stuff helped me get really more delicate. So now I'm able to balance whether it's a tough denim or if it's like a little sheer or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think that makes it your style.
I like to say that. Yeah.
You
If I
know?
mess something up and the client's like, oh, this looks different, I was like, yeah, I did it on purpose. They're like, oh, beautiful. That's my style, yeah. As long as all my stuff is quality made, no matter what, won't break apart, won't tear, won't fade, we're good.
Right.
Yeah.
So that really matters.
That's all that matters is quality and it's handmade. So most of it, but obviously we do have a lot of manufactured products as well. That we have like t-shirts, shorts, different jackets. But like I said, the customs, I'm gonna put a little more hands on the customs.
Man. So how many fashion shows this year? You got Miami swimsuit coming up.
Yeah.
And what
Miami
else?
Swim Week coming up, and a fall fashion week, probably Milan or Tokyo. And then we do Art Basel as well. Miami Art Basel, we produce shows for that. And those are right now in Miami, we're doing some of the biggest shows there. So
Really?
super excited. Miami Swim
How
Week
was
is
last
gonna
Art
be-
Basel for you? What'd you guys do?
Last Art Basel, we had showcases at the Hard Rock. That was huge. We do the big stage over the pool, big
Wait,
LED screens,
wait.
all that stuff.
I was there.
You were there?
Yeah, at the Hard Rock.
Yes, sir.
I was there.
That's our shows, brother.
I have video.
No way.
It was like 20 models
Yeah.
at night. It
Yes,
was a little
sir.
cold.
Yep, yes, sir. Lil
I was
Nippy.
there.
That's crazy.
I got video. Yes.
Yeah, that's our shows right there.
Bro, that was fire.
Yeah. So
That's crazy. What? That was December, right?
December, first weekend of December, I believe.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
I was
that was a
fucking there.
really fun show because Art Basel, we're able to bring out all the cool fashion and stuff. Lots of artists, we had performers. And then this year, we're going to take it to the Surf Comber. Yes, sir. That was at, yep.
At the rooftop.
Yeah, that was at the rooftop.
The
yeah.
Hard Rock.
Yeah, we were downstairs and then we were upstairs as well. Yes, sir. You got to go to the one where it's by the pool.
Was that the same day?
I believe it was earlier than that. Yeah.
Okay.
But on May 31st, we're doing it at the Surf Comber at the Kimpton South Beach.
Yes.
It's a big, huge pool, building a stage over the pool again, big LED screen, all that stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
Designers, models.
May 25th, you said.
That is May 31st.
May 31st.
Yeah, May 25th.
That's
is the
Memorial
pickleball.
Day.
Memorial Day.
No?
No, I don't
no.
believe so. Memorial Day is the weekend prior.
Okay.
Yeah, May 25th is Memorial Day weekend.
Got it. Yeah.
So that's going to be that pickleball tournament is during Memorial Day weekend.
Got it.
In Wynwood, it's going to be a zoo. So yeah, we've got to send you tickets to everything, and we'll talk about the podcast.
Yes,
too.
let's do it.
We need to get you out there.
You got a good life, man.
I'm alive and kicking. God is good. But
It's fun.
That's it. It's fun. Yeah.
Would you, if you could go back 10, 12 years ago, would you change anything? Would you tell yourself anything different?
Probably would have just figured some way out to just remember to be patient. You know, take things step by step.
Yeah.
And like we said in the
Bro, I'm
beginning,
impatient as fuck too.
I'm super impatient, man. But you know, no good ideas come from a boiling head. So you gotta find that patience. And going back to every once in a while, you gotta sit down and appreciate stuff.
Yes.
You learn and realize so much when you just say, yo, I'm impatient as fuck. So let me be patient. You know, so a lot of you can go chasing whatever for a long time, but
Yes.
once you have that clear head, then it's like, why am I even doing this when I could have just done it this way? So I think that's super hard, especially because I didn't know anything. I didn't go to school. I'm literally figuring out how to put a needle in a sewing machine. You know, I literally didn't know anything. So I guess
Do you wish you would have gone to school for this?
a little bit, but I don't think I have the patience for that. I mean, school teaches you so much stuff. I mean, I think a good mentor can teach you a lot.
Yeah.
Not everybody's built to sit in a classroom
Yeah.
and pay attention for X amount of time and do every little thing that.
That's what I'm saying.
requires-
You could be this mentor for so many people.
Well, I'm here. Anybody wants to reach out, I'm ready to go. We got the facilities. I'm all about empowering people, so my door is always open.
Max's girlfriend, she's an artist.
Yeah.
She paints.
Good luck.
Man, she has some
painters are
incredible
amazing, though.
pieces. Yes,
Yeah.
some incredible pieces.
Nice.
And it's just like, I've always wondered how people are able to like
Yeah.
get that out of their brain and into a freaking canvas.
Have you ever done it? That's the problem. Once you do it, it's
No,
That's
the
when
answer
you'll
is
know.
no.
Well,
Like, as
once
a
you-
kid,
As a kid, yeah. Try
but
doing
not,
it as
not
an
as an
adult.
adult.
I have a piece that I've been working on a paint piece that I've been working on, and I'm so close to finishing it, but it just sits there, and it's like, but I just know the feeling of satisfaction once you finish that project.
Like, I did that.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
But that's when you'll also know, like, are you a painter or do you just want to paint every once in a while?
Right.
If you were a painter, you would be, once you do it, it's like, I need to do this again.
Right.
You just know.
Kind of like you sewing.
Oh, yeah, I picked up a sewing machine. I was like, this is dope. Like, I like this.
Yeah.
And there's photographers, like, they picked up a camera, they did it, they were like, this is cool.
Yes.
Like, but having that first interaction with once you actually get that idea out of your mind, like,
That was kind of me and
that's-
this microphone and podcast. I was
Exactly.
like, this is cool,
You just-
bro.
it
I'm
felt-
going
it
all
felt
in.
Right.
It felt right.
And there's nothing
Yeah.
like getting that idea out of your head into real life. And that's dope. We did a fashion show at a high school
that's
last
cool.
year. Yeah, I produced a show with
That's a cool idea.
with the Gladiators and Hylia. So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
they have a fashion club, and like the last thing we said once we got it off the ground, and I just talked to her. I was like, "Yo, getting something out of your head because we were just talking about a concept, and it's like she brought it to life. It's like it's a beautiful thing, you know.
Beautiful thing.
and it's not easy to do, but once you
No.
do it, the benefits are so satisfying.
So you have so many doubts, so many fears, so many questions.
And it's always that's life, right? It's always gonna be like
Exactly.
that. But once you say, yo, this is what I'm gonna put out, and then it actually comes out. It's like when I put a collection out, I could be dreading from the beginning to every part of the collection, but once it hits the runway and the music's bumping and the crowd's going, I'm just watching it. I'm like that 10 minutes of like, yo, this is fire.
Yes.
Like that's what
It's all worth
that's
it.
what I do it for, you know. And then after that, it's like, all right, next. Impatient.
As a podcaster, I needed a place to share my voice and hear other stories. That's how Forge Studios was born. A place created not just for me, but for everyone searching for something more. An environment where as soon as you walk in, you feel the energy and you feel welcomed. Where being seen and heard is part of the experience. A place for entrepreneurs to share their journey, for creators to bring ideas to life, for businesses to grow authentically. A space that values mental health, encourages real conversations, and supports those who turns ideas into impact. Here at the Forge Studios, creativity, culture, and purpose aligns and comes together to help you create something greater. A place where we leave the filters behind and we start expressing ourselves for real. The Forge Studio. Your journey starts here. Your impact starts now.
Next one.
I think Nike has the best slogan ever. Just do it.
Just do it. You know what? Yes. Yeah,
It's one of the best slogans ever, bro.
it's like just do it, bro.
Just do it.
Yeah, but
You'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
Doors will open.
You just gotta remember the patience, because you can't just do everything. Every
No.
once in a while, it's like, can I do that though? You
Yes.
could try,
Right.
but yeah. I mean, like I said,
Do it within your means.
Yeah.
How about that?
Don't exceed your abilities.
Yes.
That's what somebody told me, that I was like, yo, that's actually really genius.
Yes.
So yo, just give me whatever you can, but don't exceed your abilities. So
And don't burn out.
and don't burn out. Yeah, it hit me. So I was like, it's such a great.
It's so easy to burn out.
Yeah, and if you can't do something, just don't do it. Like, or figure out, how to get it done. But after that, it's like, don't do that again. Yeah.
Tell me, what would you say to a new designer, someone just starting, someone who's independent, trying to figure things out? What would you say to them?
Besides just do it.
Besides just do it.
Besides just do it.
Yeah.
I mean, map out a plan of how you want that collection to look like at the end of the day, and then have an end goal for how you want that to look. Remember that you're gonna get that exact feeling once you actually do it, and take one step forward and keep going.
I like that.
Yep.
Mr. Tony Visions, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you having me, man.
Bro, you're very
Great
unique.
talk. Thank you.
I'm telling you, content. I kind of want to help you.
Yeah.
I want to
I
help
think we
you
could
map
definitely
out,
work.
because I have so many ideas for you. I really
do
do.
it.
Because
Let's do it.
I mean, look, I feel like fashion is one of the biggest markets in the world, right? If you look
It
at
is.
like makeup, for example, freaking Kylie Jenner made $1 billion on selling makeup.
Crazy. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a
Right.
huge market. And I think there's so many people you can help.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what I'm in the business for. So anything we can do to work together, like I said, I'm an open door. I
Same.
try to be as transparent about everything. So I look forward to working with you then.
Let's fucking do it, bro.
Let's do it, boss.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, boss.
Guys, go follow Tony. Go check him out at Miami Swimsuit Fashion Show.
Miami Swim Week.
Miami
2025.
Swim Week, excuse me.
Fusion Swim Week is
Fusion
what we're calling it now.
Swim Week.
Fusion Swim Week.
Let's
go.
fucking go. May 31st. Let's get it.
baby.
Guys, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and we'll see you guys next time.